Hey, this is Kay, and you're on this website looking for a review on Yoolna, and actually, I'm sure I'm saying this totally wrong, Yoolna. And you're trying to decide if you should join this thing or not. Is it legit? Is it something worthwhile putting your time into? So I'm gonna give you a review of this company because I've actually looked into it myself. I thought it was an interesting prospect of a business when I looked at it. So let me dive right into it so you can see what I'm talking about. Now this is the back office. If you haven't joined Yoonla, I think I got it now, Yoonla. So if you haven't joined it now, this is what's going to happen. You're going to put your name and email in this box. You're going to get a confirmation email, and then you're going to get access to the back office here. So when you get access to this back office, this is what it is. They mentioned that they'll pay you up to $4 per lead, which is totally fantastic. It's an awesome business idea that you get paid per lead. And all you got to do is send traffic to their website. People sign up using their name and email address, and you get paid. What I come to find out, it's a little different than that. But I'm going to walk you through it so you could see this process all together, and then you can make a decision on your own in terms of is this something for you or not. Now, off the bat, I'll just mention that, whether this is a scam or not a scam, that's not really what I focus on. Because I think all business ideas are viable, that all things are viable depending on which community you want to attract. So, a lot of people don't like different things for different reasons. It doesn't mean that it's a scam. It doesn't mean that they're not producing of some kind of value to a group of people. So, I'll leave it at that. But I'm going to show you, the back office here, some of the things that I've discovered about this company. So you could decide what it is, that resonates with you, if this is a go for you or not a go. So this is what the company is. When you log in to the back office, so remember you're going to sign up for free, and then someone supposedly is going to make $5, and then or $4 for the lead, you being the lead, you got to go to your email address and confirm that this is you, and that's how they kind of validate that they have a real person here. So you could sign up, and then you get to the back office. When you get to the back office, it's like it was a little disappointing for me because when I came here, I thought I could be able to start right away, right, and to make $4 per lead. But I'd get a link, and all I have to do is advertise that link, get signups, and then I could start making money with this. What I found out was that was totally further from the truth here with this opportunity, was the idea that there is some things that you got to do before you can start making money. So you don't get a link, to go advertise right away to start making money with this. There's some things you got to do, like you have to set up some things in order to have a process that allows you to make money. So in the process of doing this, you have to install some software. You got to do some prep work. So, like preparation, I'll just kind of scan through here. It talks about the preparation, the do-it-yourself setup. So there is some setup you got to do. You could either do it yourself or have the company do it for you. So if you decide to set things up for yourself, you'll see that there's a process here where you have to get autoresponder, and they recommend get response so they can load everything onto your get response. So everything they suggest is things that you have to get their kind of system because they need to integrate it with what they have. So they really recommend you buy their, in a sense, preferred vendors things because they know how it works and how to set it up. So if you use a different vendor, chances are you have to figure that out to make it work with their system. So you got to do, have a autoresponder. Then there's other things that you got to do, like, let's see, install software here. We'll see what that one's about. Now for the software, they want you to make sure you get FileZilla. Now FileZilla is a FTP program that takes things off and transfer things, like uploads things to a website. So if you have some files, you could take it and upload it to a website. if you have a website. So you need a domain name and a hosting in order to do that. So as I'm trying to explain this to you, you can see it's kind of difficult, right? Because it's like some of the stuff it's hard to understand and hard to explain to you as well if you're not a seasoned veteran of an online marketing person who knows all this stuff. And I consider myself pretty okay with online marketing. That I know, a lead capture page, autoresponders, stuff like that. But this process was totally a confusing process that I could see if you're a new person trying to figure this out, how to use this to go make money at, it will be totally confusing and you could get lost in the process. Now they do offer a custom setup that you could have this done, but it's not offered to a whole group of people. So you might get a spot, you might not get a spot, you might have to wait some period of time before you actually it's opened up that they're taking new members that they're doing the setup for. And that will cost money as well in order for them to set some things up for you. So all in all, just to review some other things with Yoolna here, they do pay you per lead. So this is what they pay, anywhere between $2 up to about $5 per lead. And these are the per country. So the United States, pretty much those top tier countries that speak English, you get paid. You get paid those amount once you get your system up and going. You've gone through the installation process. You have created your own domain name, hosting. You have a get response. Then you can start the process of generating leads to your system that you set up, and then you can start making these money. Now the thing with making money with this is the leads, right? They have to be approved, and so they have to verify these leads being real and true. Because anyone could, if that was the case, then members could certainly create multiple accounts or just log in or sign up multiple times and make $5. So they do verify that the lead is valid. So they go ahead and they go through a verification process where they remove duplicates and unsubscribes and cancel people or bogus and fake referral leads out of the system. And so they kind of whittle them down. So if those people are coming into your account, so they've made duplicate accounts, they're unsubscribing, that you wouldn't get paid for those. And also they pay via PayPal. Now PayPal is notorious for closing down businesses when at some point they deem them to be not legitimate enough for them. They could certainly close it down. So that's a feature they use PayPal in order to pay out, which could be a little risky because sometimes PayPal do some things to businesses through no fault of their own, because PayPal just certainly decides, oh, I don't like this business process anymore. So that's something with this that I thought was something of concern for me. So, and then with the payments, they have to be approved, and it begins on the 15th of the month, so you have a delay in when your payments are made. So all in all, looking over Yoonla, I definitely, when I first saw it, loved the idea of it because it was a simple business that you could just refer people the leads, and all they need to do was put their name and their email address, confirm their email, and bingo, you can make $5. But I realized for me, if this was something I was going to offer folks, that they'd have a hard time coming in here and following these steps, because I certainly did. You're talking about installing the software. Some people have such a hard time just copying and pasting, much less going to download a file, uploading things, using a lead capture page, and then connecting all this process. So I could certainly see them, having some difficulty doing that, since I had some problem even explaining it to you. So all in all, looking at Yoolna, what I saw was, there's some tools you need before you can start, right? There's the domain name you need, and that could run anywhere from about $10 a year. You need hosting, that's another cost. They recommend a actually a lead capture page software, and that's $576 annually. So if you're going to keep it for the whole year, that's paying $576 for that. And you need an autorespond. They actually suggest you get response because it integrates very well with their system, and that's at least $15 per month. So all in all, to start this business, it appears to be pretty much a costly thing that what seems to be free now becomes, and actually you can't earn money as a free member. So as a free member, you have to go through this process and either set this stuff up yourself to get started, or you have to become a VIP member, they call it, and get them to do it for you, in which case there's a cost for that as well. So either way, you have to get something set up in order to start making money with this, and it's going to cost you some upfront investment on a monthly basis too, it could, in order to make this work. So when I looked at this, and I'll just show you one thing, it is free to join. It is. Is it free to earn? It's not free to earn, because you got to set some things up in order to make this work, and then you could start using their system to refer people to it and make money. There's definitely tools you need to make it work. You need the domain name, you need a hosting account, you need a get response, and you need a lead capture page in order for all this to work, and you need to integrate it with their system. So the setup is needed by you. So you can set it up, or you could actually have the admin set it up for you. But that's on kind of a process that if you're one of the lucky ones that happens to get it for that day, then you could, because they do it on so they don't have a lot of openings. That's what I'm trying to get at. You kind of have to see if they have availability to do it for you. Otherwise, you'd have to wait until it opens up, because they can only do a certain amount of people every day in terms of setting up the account for them. So that's something you either do it by yourself. So if you want to go fast, you probably have to go through all the steps of figuring out how to do it by yourself, or you wait until they have time and you're available to do yours. Now, it's not paid daily, because they do validate those emails, and they do it on the 15th, so that they crunch all those data, seeing if there's any duplicates, unsubscribes, and stuff like that. So it's not a daily pay. Is the system duplicatable? It is not. It seems to be a very cumbersome process that's hard to figure out. Then a member would have to go in and do some, just working get response is a very cumbersome process by itself. Your autoresponder, figuring out how to use lead capture page is a cumbersome process. So now we have 4 things that you probably have to go figure out to integrate in the system. And for me, I find that to be very hard for a lot of people. So duplicatable wise, it's not duplicatable that way. Now, money per member, you're making $2 to $5 per sign-ups. Definitely, it's intriguing, but at the same time, you know that you have to refer a lot of folks. So my suggestion is, you know what, you're looking at Yoolna as an option, but what I want to suggest is you take a look at something that I'm currently doing that has the same features of Yoolna, but a little different. It is free to join, it's free to earn, so even as a free member, you can make money. With Yoolna, you can't make money as a free member. You have to upgrade in order to make money. As a free member, what I have to show you could join for free and you could make money as a free member. There's no tools you need to work it. Everything comes straight out of the box. You can start doing it right away. There's no setup that you need to do. Straight out of the box, you can just use it as is. And it's paid daily. You make money, you earn money, you get paid that day. It's an easy duplicatable system that no one's had to come in and struggle and figure out what to do with it and how to set things up. And at the same time, you're able to make $25,000 to $4,000 per sale. So, you could spend all the time trying to get free leads with the system, going through all the hassles of figuring out how to configure this entire system and use it to make $2 to $5. And then get the off chance that they might reject some of your leads because they don't meet the requirements. Versus you're doing the same thing. You're going to be placing ads. Either way, you're going to have to advertise. So when you advertise, even as a free member, you have the options of making this process happening, where it's free to earn, no tools needed, no setup needed, you get paid daily, easy and duplicatable, and that's what you want your team members to be able to duplicate what you're doing, so you could really have a passive business. So click the link in the description box and check out the opportunity I have to show you, where you definitely get a boost and make a lot more money.